Hey guys, for this example, we are going to be solving for fraction decimal equivalencies. So I'm going to use the fraction 5/12 for all three solutions. So the first way is with repeated addition. With repeated addition, we start off by finding the unit decimal for 5/12. Since our denominator is 12, our unit decimal is 1/12. And we know by using our cheat sheet and our study guide, 1/12 is equal to 83 thousandths. So what we're going to do is add 83 thousandths 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 83 thousandths 5 times. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, carry my 1. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 41, carry my 4. 4 gets brought down. Don't forget your decimal and your 0. So 5/12 is equal to 415 thousandths. Now we can get the same answer by using multiplication. So when we're doing multiplication, we start off the same way. So we find our unit decimal, 1/12, and that equals 0.083 or 83 thousandths. For multiplication, what we do is we have to get rid of this decimal first. So I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3 spots. So I'm going to put a 3 and put a little cloud so I know how many spaces I've moved it. So now I have the number 83, and I'm going to multiply this number by the numerator. So I'm going to solve 5 times 83. We use our box method, so I put my 5 on the outside, draw my box, 80 and 3. So 80 times 5 goes here, 3 times 5 in that box. 80 times 5 is 400. 3 times 5 is 15. So we have 415. But we're not done yet because we have to move the decimal back. Since we moved it out 3 spaces, we have to bring it back 3 spaces. So it's currently here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So it's in front of that 4, and don't forget your 0. Lastly, we can use division to solve it. So if we have 5/12 still, and we want to solve this using division, our 5/12 says 5 divided by 12. So my 12 goes on the outside of the house. My 5 goes on the inside. Well, 12 goes into 5 0 times. So that's going to leave me with a 5. So what I have to do is I need to use our pull-up method. I need to add a 0 and a decimal and start expanding. So I'm going to put my decimal here and add a placeholder 0 or an imaginary 0. And we're going to go until this is 3 decimal places after the decimal, or when we subtract we get a 0. So right now we have our 5 down here. We have to bring it up next to this 0, so pull it up. 12 goes into 50. 12, 24, 36, 48 times, so 2 times. Minus 48 gives me a 2. This isn't a 0. We're only 1 decimal place out, so we have to add another placeholder 0. Bring our 2 up, and now we have 20. 12 goes into 20. Oh, sorry, this is 4. I didn't mean to. So 4 is up here. 12 goes into 20 1 time. Minus 12 gives me an 8. So I'm going to, I only have 2 decimal places. I have an 8 here. So I have to add another 0. So this will be our last one because we're going to be 3 decimal places after 0. So whether we get a 0 here or not, then it does not matter. So we pull this up and we get 80. So 12 goes into 80 6 times minus 12 times 6 is 72, which gives me an 8. So it's going to be repeating. Although it's not identical to what we had on the first page, which is 0.415, it is very, very close, and I will accept either answer.